Welcome to Wall Street Trading. If you were to visit our virtual trading room at mywallstreettv.com, this is the trades you would have seen in our trading room today. For those of you who know me, James Saracino, I do not trade the first 5 minutes of the day. Even if I am trading in pre-market sessions, what I will do is watch the first 5 minutes develop and then get involved. One of my favorite stocks to trade on a daily basis in the banking sector is JP Morgan, being best of breed. I watched the first 5 minutes trade and traded the second 5 minute candle right after, getting short at $32 even. Looking for the whole number break. Obviously we got it. My first test was to see if it would break the lows of the previous day, which I got out of some stock at a little too early at 31.77. The rest of the trade ran to 31.35. I watched it come down, pop up, and jiggle back and forth. And on this move up, I just got out before it broke out. Leaving this trade be, I also traded Bank of America on the $7 number. Once it broke the $7 number, I went into the stock with size. When it was 7 bid, 701 offer, it flipped around a couple of times. When it finally broke, you had a nice move. Although be it 10 cents, but on a $7 stock, someone such as myself and people I trade with, you can carry 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 shares of this. My morning at that point in time was looking at one of my stocks that I've been trading for the last week and a half, which is Amlin, AMLN. They have a $25 takeout number. I've been trading this with naked puts. For you guys that are in my room, you hear what I'm doing on a daily basis. I probably have about 50 contracts now shorted, where I will short the front, not the front month, but short the Julys and buy protection on the front month. So one of my last trades I did in that was sell July $25 puts, collected $2.11, and bought the front month contract for $1.10, booking $1.01 profit in the account, looking for this to close its deal at $25 to $27 a share within the next couple of days. If that's not happening, meaning it gets pushed out even further, what I'll do is go into the August contracts, sell them short, and buy the Julys. So what I'm doing is just taking in an income. Watching the market and calling it down for the rest of the morning, which it did, and continued to fall, knowing that there are certain trading hours that you want to get involved, being the 2:15 to 3 o'clock hours, which is a reversal time. I started looking at stocks that were starting to make a bounce off the bottom. Apple being one of them. Although I'm not a big Apple trader, I rather trade smaller stocks with bigger size. The setup was perfect, and this is what I'm talking about. As Apple hits a bottom and creates that 1, 2, 3 up, when it gets a 50% retracement back into the moving averages, that's when I had an interest, and I started calling it out in the room. Although I didn't ask people or myself to take advantage of it until it broke 554 spot 72. The continuation of that breakout, I knew, and so did everyone else with me that trades, knew that it was going to trade all the way home, back to the top, the highs of the day. So on that run alone, where we got in at, let's call it 555, running it up to 564, we made $9 on that trade. Even if you had 100 shares in your account, it's a nice $900 trade. The other stock that I was watching all day for a late day breakout was Amazon, because with the market down, this stock went up. It said enough is enough, and it tried to break out 3 times. After the Apple breakout and the setup, I definitely started looking at Amazon and had more focus on it. From the moving averages right here, we got involved at 210.77. That might have been one of my highest prints in that, and held it until the first pullback on the 5-minute chart, which was 213. Actually, I probably got a little worse of a print than that. I think I got 213. That's it, 67. So I was looking for that to be a pullback and to take off again, and it didn't. So I just got out on the next bar. In the after hours, we played some Dollar General to the short side. That's DG. Even though they beat earnings, they're doing I believe it was a secondary for 25 million shares, which is dilutive to the stock and will cause the stock to go down. Even though this is a stock in this market that should continually go higher, you know, it's a fear trade. People will run to the Staples, the Johnny John's, the whatever they can get their hands on. And you can see the anticipation of that news. As the market was going down over the last couple of days, this stock was rising into the earnings play. Well, I'd like to invite you to the virtual trading room here at Wall Street Trading. Just type in www.mywallstreettv.com. The room opens 8:45 to 9:15, depending upon if we're doing pre-market trading or dealing with our individual traders. I'd like you to keep a lookout for Amlin. There should be some news on that. The stock is actually trading up in after hours. Kramer's pumping all these small stocks right now because ASCO is going on. So the biotech should get a nice run. Once again, thank you for your time. Hope to see you in the virtual trading room. Good luck.